What's going on, chicken friends? It's Donna Little from the Coupe Scoop, and I'm out here enjoying this gorgeous day. I had chickens around me just a minute ago, and they have all abandoned me again. But I thought since I'm just sitting here, I would make a video and address some of the comments that I've had recently, because whenever I get the same comments sort of like over and over again, it's just easy to make a video and hope that the right people will see it. And then you guys can just, hear my answers all in one place. But I've had a lot of people ask how things were going since I got monetized, and I appreciate you asking. It's been a little over 3 weeks now, like 3 weeks and a couple of days since my channel got monetized. And, I want to keep everything transparent here, let you guys know what's going on and things behind the scenes. And I'm not kidding when I say I really, truly, honestly thought I would maybe make $5 a month, because when I started the channel, I didn't do a lot of videos at first. I did just shorts, and that is something that's really hard to get monetized on, because you have to get so many watch hours, and you get your watch hours from long form content from videos versus shorts. So I think the first year I had the channel up, I might have done like a dozen videos total. And so I realized, if I want to make anything of this channel, I'm going to have to go ahead and start doing longer form content. And I have put out a whole lot more videos since then. And I still know, though, it's really hard to get like a definite answer when you go, if you went to Google and say, how many watch hours does it take to make $1,000, for instance, you're not going to just get a straightforward answer. And I guess it is a little more complicated than that. People's videos are different lengths, and they might get viewed, for the whole video, versus some might only get viewed for a few minutes. So that sort of thing. But so I haven't been able to get an answer, and I really truly thought, I'll probably start out making about $5 a month. However, I have been a little bit pleasantly surprised. I am not earning an income yet by any stretch, but I am almost at $100 right now. So while that's not very much money, it is $95 more than I thought I was going to have by the end of the month. So that is making me happy, and that is all thanks to you guys for supporting the channel. So I appreciate you. But one of the other comments that I have gotten a lot recently is, are you going to have merchandise? And people ask that, and honestly, I just don't. We've looked into it a little bit. It's hard for me to put the money into that, not knowing how well it'll do. It's sort of like a leap of faith. And so we have looked into it some, but there's a million different, companies that'll make t-shirts, and there's, if you want to do other merchandise, tumblers or whatever it might be, there's just so many avenues you can go at it, and different companies you can go with. So we are slowly researching that. I am terrible at anything technical, and so having to look all that up online and go, it's hard for me. So we're going to do it. It's just going to take a little time, so be patient. We are definitely going to have some merchandise out there. And then another comment that I've been getting a lot lately is, would I do a live video with just the chickens, like just set the camera out here and let it just play? And I would love to do that. There's a couple of reasons that I haven't done it so far. And one is that I don't have a camera. It's my phone. And I kind of, you kind of need to have your phone with you. So it would be hard for me to just let it be outside for, any hours on end. But also because my yard is so big, and my yard goes around one side of the house and it goes around the side of the coop. And even if I set my camera in the very back corner of the yard, there's a million places my chickens could be where they would not be on camera. So I don't really want to do that, not knowing if they'll even spend a quarter of the time, in the view of the camera. So what I am going to do, though, is we're building a new run, and I recently did a video about this, but we're going to build a new run for the chickens when we build a coop and a smaller run for the new bantams that I'm going to get. Hey, girlfriend, come on. We're going to get some bantams in July. So when we build the new run, I'm going to shut the girls in there. It is going to be hard for me because these chickens are so spoiled. And I know they're going to want to come out, but I need to, we're going to try to do some work in the yard and seed the yard a little bit. So when they're in the run, after we get it built, and I'm not sure, you know, when that's going to get done. It's got to be done before July when the little bantams get here. But when they're in the run and they're more contained, then I will happily sacrifice my camera and let it run out there when I know there's a much greater chance that they'll stay in the view of the camera. And I say that because there's a channel, and I'm not following them, but I see them every now and then, and sometimes I'll, you know, sit down, and I might have mentioned this before, but they just put a camera out, and they may put out other content, I don't know, but I've only seen them with the camera out live. And I have never once seen one of their chickens, not even one. So I have a feeling that would be happening here if I didn't have the chickens more contained. So be looking for that whenever we get this run. And, you know, speaking of seed, what we want to do is seed the yard. And I really have been looking at a different ground cover because my yard it's just a hodgepodge of everything. There's not just grass, it's clover and daffodils and something else, and then I've got I don't know, there's probably 10 different things growing in this yard. And I was thinking about just seeding it with more clover because that way we wouldn't have to cut it as much. It's a lot of yard to cut. So I don't know. I just want something that's going to sort of fill in the bare spots because my chickens are definitely taking a toll on the yard. They have done a number on it. But I have also had a lot of people ask, since I've made the video talking about getting bantams, have I decided where I'm going to put them? Because I was saying, you know, we got to figure out where we're going to put the coop and all that stuff. And I originally wanted to put it up close to the house. And the reason for that is because I am a helicopter mom. You know, I have to know that they're in earshot of me, you know. So I figured if I put the coop up close to the house, I would be able to hear them if anything was, you know, distressing them. They're going to stay in their run. I'm not going to let them free range. But I wanted to be able to hear them in case anything was, you know, by the coop, if a hawk landed on there or whatever and was scaring them. I wanted to be able to hear them. But I have decided on a different place, and we're going to make a video and show you guys the whole process, you know, from start to finish. And where I'm going to put it, and if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know what the Coupe setup is. I've got a covered area that's outside of the coop, and we're going to put their coop, the bantam coop, in that underneath the covered area. And then I'm just going to run their run out into the new run that I'm building for the big hens. And that way, their run will be inside, and their coop completely inside of the big girl's run. And it's going to be like Fort Knox. I'm going to make it as secure as a run could possibly be. So that way, I don't have to worry about my littles. They're going to be in a run, so to speak. So they're going to be very safe in there. So that's where they're going to be. And I've had a couple people ask me what breeds I'm going to get or what I am going to get. I'm going to try to remember. I have ordered one Calico Cochin bantam. Of course, these are all bantams. I ordered 2 modeled, the black and white modeled Cochins. I ordered a green queen. You know, I got to throw a little green egg in there. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I ordered a silky. And then I ordered, it's going to be black. And then I ordered one of those, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, the Millefleur Duclé. I have no idea how it's pronounced, but you know what I'm talking about. Little ones, and they're also calico colored. So those are what I'm going to get. I ordered 6. I already regret only ordering 6. I'm not going to lie. I could be a chicken hoarder. So I really would love to add 2 more to that, and they are sold out. So I've got myself on a waiting list. So I might, you know, if I get lucky, and they happen to have what I want on the day that mine are hatching out, you know, the odds of that are probably slim to none, but we'll see. But I have myself on the list for cuckoo silky, and then also for a white silky. So we'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Well, hopefully it will. But I have also had, and I know I've mentioned this before, it's just very perplexing to me how I will get asked a certain question or get the same comment or a comment. And the main one is, why don't you have a rooster? That is the most asked question that I get on this channel ever. And I won't get that question for 2 months. And then one person will ask, and I will get asked every day. I would say since I got monetized, and I'm going to tell you, I've had a lot more subs since I got monetized. It's sort of like YouTube just turned me loose. And I get asked that. I've probably been asked in the last 3 weeks close to 100 times why I don't have a rooster. So hopefully some of you new subs will see this that haven't asked. It's because where I live, the city and county ordinances don't allow roosters. We can have chickens, but we cannot have roosters. I don't make the rules. So that is why I don't have a rooster. But one of the questions that I have also been asked all of a sudden over and over again is, do I eat my chickens? And that has to be coming from new subs also, because if you've watched my channel any length of time, you know I do not eat these chickens. Yes, I do eat chicken, but I don't eat my chickens. And I had somebody ask yesterday or say yesterday, isn't she a real farmer? Why would she name her chickens if she's just going to eat them? And I'm like, no, I'm not a real farmer. I just have a little homestead here. But also there are farmers that don't eat their chickens. There are a lot of people that, even if they farm, just have their chickens for eggs. So, but no, I do not. They are my pets, and I'm not going to eat any of them. Could you imagine, Charlotte, Lindy? What? No, they're my babies. That's not going to happen. And then I've had a lot of people ask how the quail are doing, and I have put out a couple videos recently about the quail. They are driving me crazy. I'm telling you, these quail, they're horrible. I don't know how anybody has quail, the same group of quail, for any length of time, because mine choose violence on a daily basis. And right now, one of my hens has her head like just practically bald and bleeding because somebody beat her up, and it is just all the time. Like, mine are awful. I don't know if, I know I have a lot of subscribers that have quail, so maybe yours are better behaved than mine, but we did get quail for meat and eggs, and I am very close to just saying, let's, make this group go away. Go to freezer camp, because they are so awful. There is always somebody beating somebody else up, and it's just complete chaos in there about half the time. And they cycle, like sometimes they'll just kind of all calm down and everybody is good, and then they're like back at it again. And right now they are back at it again. So I don't know. I'm going to give it a little bit of time and see if they calm back down again. But I'm only getting 2 eggs a day from them anyway, because mine have, for whatever reason, also never been great layers, even though they get top of the line food and the whole nine. I don't know. I've got broken quail. They're messed up. But that is what is going on right now at the Coupe Scoop headquarters, behind the scenes. And so I hope you guys are enjoying our content. Get over here, Charlotte, and say hi to everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying our content. And if you are, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, say hi to Charlotte, sweetest girl ever. And also, before I forget, we are having a giveaway, if you haven't heard that. And the drawing is going to be Saturday. And I'm going to probably do the drawing fairly early in the morning. So your last chance to enter is going to be maybe like, we'll cut it off at like 10 o'clock Friday night or something. So if you want to enter that, I'm going to link that video in the description. I'm going to link it somewhere. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic day and that you're having beautiful weather like this, because I am soaking it in. I will see you guys in the next video.